first of all, that we set our own tempo, that you set your own tempo and walk your own walk. That there's no model for you right now. The images, the ideas that you see, you can look at one part of this film industry and say, hey, there's something that I like about that. You can look at Nollywood and say, I like the fact that when we talk about Nollywood, we talk about what Yoruba had to say, what the Hausas had to say, what Igbos had to say, the various groups had to say within there in the formation of their cultural production. We look at India, we see the same thing. We see a style. So create your own style, but it's going to come from your own story. And what you're going to find out is those stories of yours are more infinitely powerful, more transitional, whatever you want to say. They're much more stronger in the sense than those stories that you tend to adopt. What is your story? And once you begin to find your story and be able to embellish your story, feel comfortable and confident in your story, then you're on your way to building particularly what's going to be an essential part of this transformation. Essential part of the transformation has to be cultural production. It has to, in some sense, ingrain in people the ideas and expand their imagination of who they are, elevate their imagination of this transformation. It has to be that cultural production. It has to be the storyteller. Flora Gomez told me something that I thought was so powerful when he said Amilcar Cabral came to his classroom and when he was a child and said, we need you to be filmmakers because we need you to tell our story.
Est-ce qu'il faut imiter le langage cinématographique, disons, mondial, américain, parce qu'il est même plus américain, quoi. Ou est-ce qu'on peut, il faut même, probablement, on peut même pas faire autrement, aussi avoir un petit peu un langage personnel ou national qui est un peu différent, quoi. Mais effectivement, il n'y a pas 36 manières d'apprendre. L'une, c'est comme vous dites, c'est de regarder les films des autres, mais pas seulement de les regarder, mais d'en parler. Je trouve toujours que si on n'articule pas une chose qu'on a même ressentie en voyant le film ou qu'on a pensé après, si on ne le dit pas ou si on ne l'écrit pas, c'est comme si on ne l'avait pas pensé. D'ailleurs, c'est vrai pas seulement pour le cinéma, c'est vrai pour tout, ou quand on lit un livre. Et c'est pour ça qu'une façon donc d'apprendre, même sans professeur, c'est de regarder ensemble des films et d'en parler. Comme ça, on finit par avoir des instruments dans la tête. Nous, on s'est mis ensemble une vingtaine de réalisateurs allemands il y a 6 mois. Et on se voit une fois par mois. Alors, il y a des tout jeunes qui sortent de l'école de cinéma, des moyens, tous des gens très actifs, ou des vieux comme moi. On a un sujet, qu'est-ce qu'un bon film? Et au bout de 6 mois, on ne sait plus du tout. On en a beaucoup discuté, peut-être en parler un de ces jours. C'est pas facile de trouver des critères. Évidemment, quand on est assis et à la fin de la projection, tout le monde dit « Ah ben ça c'était un bon film ». Mais pourquoi c'était un bon film? Faut en parler.
It's been a terrific conversation that we've been able to have. Not just, it's kind of fun to talk about yourself, but we've enjoyed listening. We're more curious than we are proud. And hearing about the specific issues that Rwandans and Rwandan filmmakers have has really taught me a lot. I think there's a really beautiful community starting here. The Rwandan filmmakers are going to have to make interesting choices when they feel the need to tell a story, how that story is perceived, what is the value of that story. But I think film has a way of communicating ideas like nothing else does, where it's a very universal thing, where you learn a story but you also feel something, similar to music. And I think it's pretty extraordinary that there's so many Rwandans who are willing to take a chance on something as crazy as making movies.
I'm Jake Hogan. I'm a writer. I'm here in Rwanda because we've come to learn about the film students and the film program here in Rwanda. And I write for TV and movies in the United States. And I'm originally from New York City, and then moved to Los Angeles when I was much younger, and grew up in Los Angeles. So film business, I knew a lot about the film business. I grew up around it, and that's my history. Yes, there definitely is hope, but it seems like a very tall task to make movies a part of Rwandan life. That's to make it part of Rwandan life here. You can't make movies in Rwanda for everywhere else. You have to make movies starting from home, and it doesn't seem like movies are a big part of everyone's life here. How do we make a movie part of the tradition, part of the culture? They're part of a culture back in the United States. That's the culture. Movies are part of our culture, are part of our lives. You need to make movies part of your lives here in order for your work to be more valuable and more valued.
I'm a producer in Los Angeles. I produce a television show called Jericho. And my impressions of Rwanda have been really positive. I think being here today, I want to leave everybody here with the message that continue doing what you're doing. Don't stop. Use the internet as a tool. Continue writing, producing, directing, and put all of your projects up on the Rwanda Film website. I think it's the way to do it. It's the way to get your names out there and your projects out there. And I think every 2 weeks you guys should put something up on this website. Use YouTube, whatever it is. Just keep doing what you're doing.
Okay, we have, and this example is very good. We have to surprise the audience. So the guy has to do the opposite of what we expect. Okay. You understand? Yes. Okay. Yeah, do it. Come on. What will you do? You will leave, or what will you?
I'll be back with my father.
That means, Jocelyn, we have to go with him again. But we have to have an agreement over which shoulder you will look. You see, if you want, if I'm Jocelyn here, I'm Jocelyn, and you look over this shoulder, you always have to look over this shoulder. You see? And that means that the father has to look over this shoulder, because we must not cross over that line. You see, that is the line we are not allowed to pass. We are, if we go like this and he steps forward, the father, and we use this movement, you see, we use this movement, and now we're on the other side of the father. Yeah. Now the father is here. But when we do the reverse angle, then we have to be on this side, because then the axe, we are on this side of the axe. Okay? Okay. Now please, 2 rehearsals and then you shoot.